You know, guys, I really do believe that that poster does make everything here look just a little bit cooler. It's certainly better than looking at a dingy brown wall. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of Trading Card Corner. Before I show off tonight's box, I have a little bit of a confession to make to everybody, and that is that I am a lifelong fan of DC Comics. I know, those of you who've been following my channel for a long time are probably all totally shocked because, you know, I'm so fucking subtle about my love of DC Comics. This is actually a trading card set that I tried to collect as a kid, and I had most of them. I did get most of the cards. However, though, the set is massive, and at the time the packs were rather pricey. Introducing DC Cosmic Cards Inaugural Edition. Actually, it's the only edition. They never made a Series 2 specifically of Cosmic cards. They actually did make a sequel series, but it was called Cosmic Teams. This set, as you can see, is 180 cards, and it also has 10 holograms randomly packed in. Now that is a massive set. In fact, it's actually the biggest set I've done for this series, 180 cards. Now this thing has 36 packs, at 12 cards a pack, so there's a good chance I may have all 180 in here, and something from my childhood will finally be complete. That sounds so cool. Now this is from a company called Impel, and it was made back in 1991. A little bit of backstory before I crack open the box. Impel, shortly after they made this, would later go on to change their name to Skybox. Most people know them more as Skybox than they do as Impel. Now, why don't we crack the box open and see what lies within? If I can get the shrink wrap off. All right, just jostled the camera there. That's not good, Emer. All right, so my God, man, this box is incredibly heavy too. But then again, that's because the packs are so friggin' massive. All right, so why don't we do our usual thing here. No, we don't want to lose Superman's arm there. Now, I will say, there is one thing about this set that does have to be mentioned as soon as I get this put in. Now, even though this is a DC Comics set, there is a shocking lack of one character, specifically Batman. And the reason why is because Impel, at the time, did not have the rights to put Batman in trading cards. That right was owned by Topps, who was making trading cards based on the Batman movies. So out of 180 cards, you will not see Batman. You will not see any of Batman's villains. The closest you will see is Nightwing. Honest to God, guys, Nightwing is in here, but no other member of Batman's gallery is in here. Now, every pack features a character. Right here is Deathstroke. We've got the Green Lantern. Of course, we have their major poster boy, Superman, and, yeah, grab two there, and Wonder Woman. And the packs themselves actually look really cool. I am totally digging those. I'm actually going to go with the Deathstroke pack first, since it was the first pack I grabbed. Now, this pack, I'm just talking about like the packaging, just doesn't feel quite right. Feels kind of, what the? Order your free Cosmic Cards checklist. What the hell? Use our free checklist to make sure you collect all 180 exciting DC Cosmic cards. So wait a second here. So where every other trading card company, every other trading card set normally has like a checklist card in the set, normally packed in these packs. My God, that pack looks frickin' thick as shit. But of course, 12 cards. Anyway, you had to send away for their checklist. Oh my God, that is kind of cool. See, an offer valid while supplies last. Offer expires 9/30/92. So I'm going to assume that I can't get my checklist. Oh well, shit happens. Now, why don't we crack this open? Now, I was talking about how the pack feels kind of weird. It's because most companies would use foil, or they'd use like a wax paper, or even some kind of a plastic. And while this is plastic, it kind of feels like the same plastic that is used for like garbage bags. It just doesn't feel like the normal thing that you would pack trading cards in. Well, plus side is at least it breaks open easily enough. So why don't we see what's in this first pack, huh? So we have the Great Darkness Saga. This is one of those 3-card runs they would do where it actually covers like a major like story arc in the comics. I don't remember the Great Darkness Saga all that much. We have Hawk, totally cool. Crisis on Earths 1 and 2. Okay. Apparently there really weren't a whole lot of great battles to cover, so let's just cover something that only happened in, what, like 2 issues? Yes, Justice League of America numbers 21 and 22. Alright, that's totally cool. Oh my god, yes, they actually did these old school covers. This is showcase number, what's the number on there? I actually can't even see it with my own eyes. Hang on. Is that 34? Does it say on the back? Yeah, it's showcase number 34, which I believe was one of the first appearances of the Atom. That's kind of cool. And it even gives a lot of information on the back. Oh, it even gives you... Oh my god. It gives you the price guide value circa 1991. Okay, I did not remember them putting that in there. All right, we've got Peacemaker. I don't remember Peacemaker all that much. And holy shit, we've got one of the holograms. Not only that, guys, it's fucking Darkseid, man. Guys, you know, out of all of the holograms, there were 2 of them I always wanted. One of them was Lobo, the other one was Darkseid. I never got Darkseid. First pack, man, that is fucking beautiful. I'm gonna set that right there. I'm so happy right now. Okay, who else we got in here? Hungen. I do have slight memories of Hungen. Silver Age Blue Beetle. This here is part of the start of the set, which is known as the Hero Heritage series, where you see Golden Age, Silver Age, and Modern Age versions of well-known DC heroes. In fact, I think this is card 2, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's card number 2. First 3 cards totally focus on Blue, Beetle. That is really cool. Yuga. See right here is Yuga Khan. I don't have a lot of memories of Yuga. Oh my god. So they actually do have a fucking checklist. Jesus. So you can send away for a checklist, or, you can just get off of your lazy ass and just buy the fucking cards, and you'll get a checklist in the packs. That's absolutely precious. Gorilla Grodd. Oh, dude, that is nice. And finally, we have the War of the Gods. I actually have some memories of that story. I actually kind of remember it kind of sucking a little bit. So, I've got a lot of packs to open here, guys. And if I get any more of these holograms, or if I get anything that's really awesome and interesting, I will totally come back and I will let you guys know. So, see you guys in a few minutes. So, do you guys happen to remember this friggin' hologram of Darkseid? I could have sworn that these holograms were much harder to come by, but guess what? In the next 2 packs, got 2 more holograms. I got Hawkman, don't much care about Hawkman, and I've got Deathstroke. That's fucking awesome. Oh, and I actually kind of sort of like how the camera even picks up the slight little 3D thing going on with the hologram. That is really awesome. I honestly thought, guys, it was going to be a hell of a lot harder to get my hands on these friggin' like hologram cards, but apparently I'm going to get them one in every pack. At least that's how it's shaping up. All right, guys, I have found something very interesting and apparently incredibly rare for this series. Allow me, guys, to show you the back of one of these cards. I'm just going to go with the Hawk card because it's right here. Behold, Hawk. If you look on the bottom, every card had a little bit of trivia, such as Hawk was a student at which college? Georgetown. See, every main card featuring a hero had those sorts of questions. There was one misprint, though. That was on Deathstroke. Now, there are 2 versions of this card out there. The ones that do have the little trivia question at the bottom, and the ones that don't. The ones that don't are much, much rarer. I have this thing, and I'm damned happy to have it, because I never thought I'd actually find the misprint Deathstroke in this box. That is fucking amazing, dude. Hell yeah, that is fucking awesome. Behold, guys, the one lone Batman-esque card in the entire set. It actually has taken me a while. As you guys can see, I'm actually kind of sort of halfway through the box. Still not totally sure if I have a whole... Actually, I know I don't have a whole set here yet, but I finally have Nightwing. At least that much is sort of cool. And you guys are probably wondering what this big pile is here on the side. Those are all of my duplicates. On the other side is a pile of all my duplicate holograms, which so far is made up of 1 card. Yeah, I'm a long way from having a whole set, but you know what? That actually, guys, is part of the fun. Is just cracking open all of these packs. Holy shit, man! You know, it really is sort of a chore cracking open 36 12-card packs. But good news is, with about 4 packs left, I finally had the time to organize everything, and here is the full 180 card set. Holy shit. That thing looks even... Here, let me tilt the camera down some. That looks even bigger when it's on camera. That's... Holy shit. Now, a couple of things. You know how I talked about this card, this rare Deathstroke, the one that has the misprint? Are you wondering why this one isn't in that pile? It's because I got 2 of these. I got 2 of the misprint. The card that's supposed to be like this ultra rare and hard to find thing, got 2 of them. You want to know what the funny thing is? I didn't get a proper Deathstroke card. All I got is the error. I got 2 of the error, but none of the corrected. That's totally fine. That's absolutely awesome. As for the holograms, all told I got 4, of which, still missing one of them I really wanted. In fact, it's one I kept for years. You see, because, I showed you off the 3 I had before, but right here's the other one. So I've got Green Lantern, I've got Deathstroke, I've got Hawkman, and I have Darkseid. Now there were 10, oh yeah, they actually have here the whole set too, don't they? So Clark Kent and Lois Lane, I don't have that one. I don't have Flash, I don't have Lobo. Lobo is the other one I really wanted. Superman, Wonder Woman, or Wave Rider. Who the fuck is Wave Rider? I have no fucking clue, guys. What's weird is that I don't think that Wave Rider's even in the main set either. So he apparently is just some weird little fucking goofus who's just in the set sort of randomly. Now, out of everything else, I may have a second set in there, including the misprint Deathstroke card. But you know, there is a positive. Do you guys happen to remember when I did the Skybox Star Trek Master set, and I talked about how I really wanted to burn that Wesley fucking Crusher card just because it's Wesley fucking Crusher? But I couldn't because I had a second complete set, and I knew for a fact I knew somebody who would really like a complete set and would probably be sort of sour on me if the Wesley Crusher card was kind of scorched. Well, there's a card here that also is in dire need of burning. And I've got 2 of them. I've got 2 duplicates. So this fucker is going to burn. I want you to behold, guys, probably the worst member of the entire Green Lantern Corps. Behold the evil, retarded bullshit that is Gnort. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm going to burn this son of a bitch. And if I do have a second set, mind you, I have to go through all of these. I actually dropped some. I got to go through all of these. Got to go through all of these. And I've got like another pile over here too. I have to go through all those to see if I have a complete second set. I'm not even sure if I do, because I don't think I ran into a second Golden Age blue, Beetle either. But then again, later on, when I was down to those last 3 packs, I was just tearing them open, checking for the fucking, holograms more than, anything else. Now, I remember the set being awesome as a kid, and does the set hold up? It does, yes. I'm very happy to have it. One thing I've always liked, guys, about DC is when they have to do something and they're not allowed Batman, they will go to great lengths to do some amazing things. You guys can see. Let me move those holograms again. You can see the size of that collection. 180 cards. Now the fact that 2 of them are checklists, that leaves us with 179 cards. The closest thing you get to Batman is Nightwing. Everything else is pure DC fucking gold, man. As they touch on villains that would probably have never gotten trading cards if they could have dug into Batman's massive well of villains. Well, villains, heroes, associated characters, what have you. So that really does help out. Now, there is a sequel series to this, which was made after Impel renamed themselves Skybox. The set is called Cosmic Teams. I've never owned Cosmic Teams. I may actually go out and get a box, just because might as well have something to sort of complement the complete Cosmic card set. And now I kind of feel the urge to go on eBay and see how much those other fucking holograms are, because I guess a little bit of an update is, in order. Yes, I actually went and I bought the other 3 Spectra cards from that Skybox Star Trek set, because it just felt weird not having a complete set. So yeah, I'm pretty damned happy about this. But now I have to put all of these in trading card pages. I have to organize, what the hell, let me just make the whole thing one big colossal pile. I have to go through all of those in order to see, well, all of these, to see if there's a second set in there. And if there is, I actually know somebody who'd probably really like them. And if they don't want them, I might be able to sell them to my local comic shop, because I know they like finding some of these sort of old fucking school oddities. So yeah, I'm actually kind of happy, guys, that I got this. The best part is I got this box. I'm not even kidding. I got the box for like $16. Now, considering the fact that these packs were like $1.50 each when they first came out, and you have 36 packs in there, my god, that is a fantastic deal. And for a set which is this cool, which is this deep, and has so much info. See, guys, I haven't even told you about how the back has got mountains of info on any one character. I'm just taking the Count fucking Vertigo off the top of the duplicate pile here. So it's a very deep set. It's a very fantastic set. I love it. And, as soon as I'm done putting all that crap in pages, as soon as I'm done organizing all of these, this son of a bitch has got a date with a fucking burning pit. So I will see you guys later. That will do it for this installment of Trading Card Corner. Until next time, guys, take care. See ya.